Good evening, guys. Warm welcome to the program. In this series of session, I am trying to discuss the job posting, especially done by various multinational organizations in the supply chain field. Maybe it is at a different subdomain, for example, purchasing, logistic, or within the core supply chain like planning, demand management, warehousing, inventory management. The idea of the program is for the job applicant, they should understand various terms or job skill expected by the employers. If there is any gap, they have to make up that gap so that they are ready in the job market. So when we see many posting, especially I am seeing for most of the multinational organization, but the clarity of job posting and the job description is very poor for many organizations, or many of the organizations they have dumped their wish listing into the job posting. Whereas if you take some of the Indian organization, for example, last one of the session I have shown you a job description from Reliance. They have not given any job description inside the posting. They are simply called for a supply chain executive with no description whatsoever. That is one extreme. On the other extreme, you may see a lot of multinational organizations dumping their wish list inside their job posting, but very few organizations, maybe 10 to 15 organizations, whether it's a local or multinational organization, they are precise to the point and they are clear what they want from the candidates. So in such situation, we will, in any case, as a job applicant, you should be ready. Even if there is no much clarity in the job posting, you should prepare yourself so that you apply for job, such a job, and also manage the interview position. And this is a live streaming. I am streaming across various media apart from LinkedIn, like Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. If you have any doubts or clarification, you can always welcome to comment. Allow me to share my screen so that we will start discussing about the job position. We are going to see only the job position from supply chain domain, and as you see, most of the organization, the job description is either it is for a junior level position or for the head of supply chain. And in some of the organizations, the same JD is used maybe possible for the CEO of the organization. Whether you are a junior, middle, or senior level, the same JD is being used. That's very unfortunate situation. Now, let us take a job posting for today's review. If anyone of you watching the live, request you to comment and also like this video so that it reaches more number of people. The idea is prepare you for the facing the job market and see what is the gap between your current skill and what employers are looking for. Before we dive, I will briefly introduce myself. My name is Patapi Raman. This is my Udemy profile. I have been active in Udemy only for last 1 month. I have nearly 1,500 candidates enrolled for my program in a very short period, and I am very much active in LinkedIn and searchable by the keyword supply chain master. You are always welcome to connect or follow me with me. Coming to my basic profile, education, I am an engineer with PG degree in management and data science. I have nearly 2.5 decades working experience in this large global organization. During my experience, I have worked at a different level in various subdomain inside the supply chain function. So I have been practically born and brought up in the supply chain domain. Last 10 years in this organization, I have been managing end-to-end supply chain management as a head of logistic and supply chain. Okay. In the last 4 years, I have been heading the current organization known as Thoughtware Training. Coming to my certification level, I am a APIX certified professional having all the three certifications which are globally recognized. I am also have a similar certification from Demand Driven Institute. They provide similar certification. For example, DDPP means Demand Driven Planner Professional. These are much superior than APIX certification. Maybe if you are really interested and serious, you can try any of the certification. They are also highly recognized in job market, including in India. I am also certified purchasing manager and a project management professional apart from being qualified in analytics. Regarding our organization, we are based in Bangalore, 5 years old organization. We provide both consulting and training in the field of supply chain, logistics and purchasing. One of our popular program is supply chain analytics, not only for junior, all level of supply chain professional. Either you are in supply chain or logistic or purchasing, you can do this program to upskill yourself and be ready for the job market. Okay, coming to the specific job posting, today I have selected a posting from the organization called Cargill. They are very famous in pharmaceutical sector. The position name is known as supply chain analyst, and I have picked this from the job portal Indeed. It is picked today, 31st March 2022, which was posted some 7 days ago, which means this posting is live as on today. If anyone want to check out this job posting, you can go to the job portal and search for this specific job. Job title is supply chain analyst. So when it comes to supply chain analyst, there are some basic requirements. Whether it's a company X or Y or Z, the expectation is clear. They expect you to have a deep domain knowledge in supply chain, and you should have end-to-end process management. You know, supply chain is a ocean, and it is interconnected by lot of subdomains, starting from demand management till the item order fulfillment happens. So in between, if we are also connecting the manufacturing organization, then there are a lot of activity which falls under the supply chain management. So they expect the candidate to be aware of entire end-to-end management, but the subject matter expert at least in one of the domain. Okay. Next one is knowledge of analytical tool. When we talk about analytical tool, it is mainly starting from advanced Excel. Possibly you should be knowing macro, VB, or solver or related tools, adding tools in Excel. Then comes SQL, which is a database query language. The third one is either Python or R language, and also some kind of a visualization software, Tableau or Power BI. But finally, they are not only looking for this software; they are expecting you to use this tool to perform the supply chain analytical job. So don't target only for having some knowledge about this tool. That is not important. They are looking for analytical application in the supply chain domain, which we will see in the current job posting. So, with respect to the job, the basic detail is the position is junior and designation is analyst. Okay, the experience what they are looking is just 2 years experience. So you can expect this position to be a relatively junior position, and the salary is not specified and location is also not so much clear. Coming to, I am going to go through each one of the sentence, just copying what is available. I have not modified anything. Whatever available in this dark brown color is from the employer requirement. So the first requirement, the supply chain analyst will develop new insights and understanding of business performance based on data and statistical methods. Okay, this is a basic role for any analyst, not only in supply chain domain, but in any of the domain. These are the specific requirement. But these organizations should be very clear if they are looking for professional in supply chain domain. More weightage should be given for the domain experience and knowledge rather than focusing only on the tool. But let us see what further they are looking for. The second requirement is we seek a professional who will analyze external market dynamics and other data sources to access trends and provide insights and recommendation to solve supply chain business case. Okay, here some knowledge about insights in market dynamics and then adopting that for supply chain business case use case. I'm not still clear what exactly does it mean. Can you simply take some data from the market and then apply to supply chain, or are we looking for supply chain expertise and check what is the data available in the market, benchmarking data, and adapt to the organization? I think it may be that case. Next thing is being part of a develop operation team. You will contribute to deployment of BOSC, ISC products across businesses and coordinates cross-functional work team to increase effectiveness of supply chain initiatives. Many organizations they assume outsider will also know the internal abbreviation. Possibly it looks like this is a product or a team handling inside this organization Corgil. So it is better always they clarify or define the nature of this team work. Otherwise, this description seems to be okay for this junior position. Coming to the next requirement, use comprehensive knowledge of supply chain practices and procedures to navigate through process, data, and technology challenges, upgrades, and challenges. Of course, you have to remember we are reading the job description for executive with 2 years experience, a relatively junior position, but it looks like a wish list. A person who should have a knowledge about supply chain, also data analytics experience, but other deep knowledge about comprehensive knowledge of the supply chain practices. So I feel this is a wish list for this organization and it is not so clear. You can put very wide terms, broad knowledge, but when it comes to a junior position, it should be very specific so that the candidates are not afraid to apply for such kind of a job. Better be specific. The organization which are watching, because writing the job description is also a skill for supply chain executive. You should know what a junior person can do, what a middle level can do, what a senior person can do. If it is clearly defined, you can get the appropriate candidates, and your selection process will be very easy and quick. Coming to the next requirement, implement moderately complex project and process improvement to drive continuous improvement across the organization. Normally, this continuous improvement thing is reserved for mid and senior level, because at the junior level, it is expected the candidates do the learning and practicing. But here, once again, it looks like a wish list for the organization. Generally, I have seen many organizations, if they are purely looking for improvement, then the position is dedicated only for improvement. But if they are combining improvement with other function, then it becomes a mid or senior level or a wish list. And these type of candidates should understand what are the improvement tools available. Okay, so here you should also have a knowledge about metrics and benchmarking. When you want to do any improvement process, what are the supply chain metrics available, who are leaders in the field, and what kind of clients or customer you are talking. All this should be clear. Okay, unless that is clear, then you cannot implement the improvements. Okay, coming to next description, In this position, he will demonstrate familiarity with business technology concept, data management, and decision support, operate as a contact point for deployment and enhancement of this specific product. Once again, this is a wish list, or I can say it's a very vague requirement. But as a candidate, you have no choice. You have to prepare yourself mentally, see how to answer such of this question, even if the statements are very vague. When they say familiarity with the business technology concept and data management, decision support, they are going slightly deep into data science that you should not expect from a supply chain analyst position. Many organizations I see they combine data science to the extreme end and also looking for deep knowledge in supply chain. Such things really may not work out at a junior level. If it is mid or senior level, it is fine. So I assume this is a wish list for the organization. Coming to the next important thing is immediately solve independently solve moderately complex issues with minimal supervision while escalating more complex issue to appropriate stops and also handle other duties as assigned. So the expectation is too much for a 2 years experience guy. That's what I can understand from this position. Coming to the qualification, it is a strange for a pharmaceutical company to get a candidate either from engineering or science or statistics or mathematics. So when they are looking for a candidates from statistics and mathematics, they are may not have knowledge about supply chain. So it's a pure data science kind of a job, but I don't know where they are digging and linking with the supply chain role. This has to be very clear. If you want a supply chain analyst, the weightage for supply chain domain knowledge and experience should be 70%, and using the analytical tools or data science knowledge should be not more than 30 or 40%. Here, if you are expecting a graduate from mathematics or statistics background, the priority or weightage, I think it is reverse, and that's not okay for this position. Okay, it looks like a pure data science knowledge. In such situation, you may not get a person with a supply chain knowledge. Okay, so these organizations should be very clear. Are they looking for a candidate with only a pure data science knowledge and having superficial knowledge on supply chain? That's what you can expect for 2 years experience candidate. Proficiency with reporting, data visualization, extract, transform, and load database management. These seems to be basic analytical job. Supply chain people with analytical skill, they can do all this job. Okay, that's not a great deal. And coming to other one, they are looking for experience in supply chain planning. This is where there is a clash. If you take a candidate from mathematics or statistic background, he may not do or have this experience of supply chain planning. Okay, so there is a confusion inside the mind of recruiters. Possibly in the supply chain angle, they are not very much clear. It's a totally vague statement. Next one is working on supply chain project, supply chain technology. What exactly you are looking for? Please specify so that the candidate can understand. Okay, because this is supposed to be the objective for this position. Next one, they are talking about key behavior. Know the most effective and efficient processes to get the things done, focusing on continuous improvement, plan and prioritize to meet commitment aligned with the organizational goal. So anyone can understand this is so wide statement for a junior position, most effective and efficient process. What does it mean? whether even mid or senior level supply chain professional in this organization, do they understand what they have written? So possibly it looks like a copy paste from somewhere, and they have put it. And many times you can also just repeating the target task what is given. So these people, especially I have seen, and it is advice for such multinational organization, when you prepare the job resume or posting, be clear. Even if you don't want to be 100% clear, at least make it, candidates to be clear 70 or 80%. So the people who have some expertise in preparing supply chain job description must do this work. Okay, and also somebody at a senior level should review this job posting, not simply post this job. And the major objectives of this position is not at all clear. So you may see such organization, even the supply chain performance may not be up to the mark. Okay, when they are not able to clearly spell out what is the requirement for this position, the supply chain performance in such a organization may not be up to the mark. But as a job candidate, you have no choice. You need to prepare on each of the point, see what are the skills gap available, and you are always welcome to reach me or our staff in having any debate or discussion on any of this job posting. You can see these two sites where you can either have a live program or a recorded or the self-paced program. You can also reach us through the WhatsApp number, whatever is given here. So if any of you have any doubts or clarification, you are always welcome to type in the comments. So you can see many times reading the job description itself is a big hazard. Many people may faint by reading such type of a job description, that too from a big organization, global organization. But there is no other choice. If you are looking for a job, you have to prepare, go, understand each and every sentence, word. And if you have any doubt, I am available. We have a YouTube channel where I am trying to explain each and every content in this type of a job posting. All these are available for free. Of course, if you want to enroll for any of the program, you can reach to our staff and executive. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. Bye.